of all of our lives. To pastors, ministers, deacons, trustees, ushers, parking detail, kitchen help, and last but not least, Mr. Walt Disney. We are gathered here today to put to rest the most beloved characters ever created by Walt Disney. That would be Pluto. Excuse me, I told myself I wasn't gonna go to this place. Just bear with me. I spent a lot of years at a lot of bars and clubs with Pluto, chasing tail. He was literally chasing his tail. Chasing tail is what we did. And as a stage manager for close to 7,947 and a half shows, which I'm still waiting for payment from Mr. Walt Disney, but I'm not here to talk about that tonight. I can honestly say Mr. Pluto, was the most outspoken characters every night on that stage. I remember having a conversation with Mr. Pluto on the last leg of our Texas tour. And I was going through marriage. I was going through marriage problems. And I remember him walking up to me on all four of his legs, and I had my head down. I was in tears. And old Mr. Pluto looked at me, and I looked at him in the eyes, and I'll never forget the words that he said to me on that fateful night in hot Texas. He said to me, "Woof, woof, 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 woof." I pulled myself up off of the seat that I was attached to, sitting there crying that night. And I told Mr. Pluto the best way I could tell him. I responded back to Mr. Pluto, and I said to him on something that he could understand. I said, "Woof, woof, 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 woof." And from that day forward, he and I became best friends. I'll always carry him in my heart, and also my iPhone Google Photos, because that's where most people carry memories at now, because we're all so millennialized. Yes, I know it's not a word, but I use it anyway. And when I get to the pearly gates, that big fella will be sitting there waiting on me, and I'll tell that big fella, "Grab me a bowl of water, and let's have one on me." Thank you, and God bless you all.
I'm Elsa, cousin of Daffy Duck. Tonight we celebrate the life of Daffy, who was born 1949, to parents who were just as animated as he was. He died at the age of 68. Daffy was a prankster. He loved to play jokes on Mickey, Porky, Bugs, all of those wonderful friends that he surrounded himself by. He was full of laughter. He was one of Disney's most famous characters. Daffy, he also loved to be with Mickey, Pluto, and all of the other friends that he was surrounded by. He also was one that many times he would do so many things that they found, to him it was humorous, but to them it was not. He will forever be missed by his friends, foes, and family. He was full of joy, and we would like to celebrate and pay tribute to him also and to his family. Thank you for coming to be a part of his celebration tonight, and the other friends that we lost in such a tragedy. Thank you.
At a strip club in Never Never Land. From the first time I met her, I knew she was going to be my wife. Unfortunately, our circumstances got misconstrued. Her mother, Maleficent, gave her a poison apple, and she fell asleep. When I finally found her, she was in the woods on a bed surrounded by 7 little kids. I didn't know that they were all her kids. So I gave Snow White a kiss, and she finally woke up. 3 days later, we were married at the Pearl Castle in Never Never Land. Our 7 kids are our world. We have a beautiful big cottage in the forest, which we shared with our kids, and we had some great times. Unfortunately, she has passed away thanks to Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck trying to cook chicken with Colonel Sanders in a pressure cooker. And the entire house blew up, and a lot of our good characters passed away. She will be sorely missed. I will not be able to wake up in the morning times and see her sitting on the porch with a million animals around her while she's singing. I will miss the little animals walking up to me as we take our little strolls through the forest. So Mickey Mouse's wife, I am going to sue you. I am. Donald Duck, Daffy Duck, yeah, suing you too. And in closing, I want to say, Snow, I'm going to miss you, girl. But Cinderella said she'd come take care of you. Y'all, have a nice night.
Thank you for being here. My name is Nicole Tremaine, and this is my mother, Lady Tremaine, otherwise known as Cinderella's wicked stepmother. She was 103 years old. She lived a very wicked life. She was very mean to a lot of people. She married young to my stepsister Cinderella, to her father, who shortly died thereafter. Some people say it was an accident. We all know the truth. So I'm sorry that you guys haven't really heard about me. You know, I'm the long lost daughter. I don't know why they didn't ask Anastasia or Drizelda to do this eulogy, but they found me off in the far eastern kingdom opposite where my mother lived, because she kicked me out when I was 16 because I did not follow her rules. I feel bad for Cinderella because she had to take my place. As far as her life, she was just mean and vicious. She was a terrible woman. She did have her good moments wherein she gave very small bits of herself, but it was very rare. And it was only to her 2 doting daughters, not 3. She was just really wicked. I don't have a whole lot to say good about her. She looked good. She did keep her beauty, even as a 103-year-old woman. She was very active. She was loud and demanding, very needy, somewhat OCD. And she liked her house very tip-top shape. She wanted a white glove, and it had to be clean, which I can understand. I like a clean house too, but she wanted to eat off our floors. And then when the prince's court hand came with that golden slipper, it's all I heard about. Golden slipper this, and I'm gonna be rich, and she was actually poor. She was a poor woman. I got letters at least once a month from the carriers, and I knew right on time when they were coming because I could hear their little footsteps in their carriage coming up to my door from far away, and I knew it was my mother's letter asking for money. It is sad the way that she died, and I am sorry for everybody else's spouses, families, and friends that have passed away as well in this tragedy. And I wish everybody the best in their grieving process. Thank you.
Good job. 3 minutes.
Hello, my name is Elrico, and we are live sitting here in Ms. Richter's class. So for people in the future who'll be watching this, I just want you to know that this is the best class ever. If you come to Virginia College, make sure you get her as an instructor. We also have with us tonight our teacher's favorite student.
Hello.
This is the bad guy in class right here. That's the bad guy. Say hello to the bad guy.
All the time.
And you're going to meet the young lady up here on the podium. She's about to get ready to go. So as soon as Ms. Richter says action, I will stop this video and hit record again.